The story of the sassy trucker, also known as Tierra Allen, has been a nationwide development. And ever since May of 2023, this young lady who was 29 years old was being held captive in Dubai. For what reason? Well, she got into a car accident and she started arguing with an employee who was cursing at her until she cursed back or was yelling back. And because she broke the law as a woman making those curse words, she was automatically detained. And many of us didn't know about her being detained until the story broke national news. And the story that really broke national news was really this one here on Fox 26 Houston.
An international nonprofit organization coming to the aid of a Houston woman who's being detained in Dubai.
Only on Fox, we recently told you about Tierra Young Allen. She was charged with yelling at a rental car agent over in Dubai. Fox 26's Dominique Keith joins us live with this update. Dominique.
Yeah, the founder of the London-based not-for-profit organization that's now helping to free Tierra Young Allen there in Dubai and hoping to get her back to the United States. She says she believes what's happening here goes beyond simply a law being enforced.
The agency actually said to her they'd drop the police case if she paid money. So it's a form of extortion and blackmail, and it's extremely common with these rental car agencies.
Obviously, Rhoda Stirling does not have proof of a scheme against 29-year-old Tierra Young Allen, but Stirling says she's seen it before since founding the nonprofit group Detained in Dubai 15 years ago.
We've dealt with over 20,000 cases of injustice in the UAE and wider Gulf region.
Allen is not in jail, but her passport was taken in April. She isn't allowed to leave Dubai since she's being investigated after allegedly raising her voice at a rental car agent.
She's been charged for shouting, and that's it, which is actually a crime technically under the UAE laws. It's offensive behavior, and it can warrant up to 2 years in prison.
This started after Allen's mom says her daughter was a passenger in a rental car and the driver had a wreck. She then went to the rental car company to get her belongings left in the vehicle.
She was met with 2 men at the rental car agency who were quite aggressive, who said that she couldn't have her possessions back. And then she says they started intimidating her and following her out. And so she shouted back at them to stop, to leave her alone.
Stirling says she believes Allen and others are baited into certain behavior, which she says just does not happen with major rental car companies there.
It's usually the luxury rental car or the private rental car companies, and they have a pattern of behavior of taking allegations against their customers, withholding their passports at the front desk and provoking them.
Stirling says unlike Allen, she was recently contacted by other Americans who did pay.
They paid over $20,000 to this rental car company that they didn't owe. So it's something we're seeing again and again.
Now, Stirling and Allen's family are soliciting help from Texas lawmakers. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee confirms she's working to assist, and Senator Ted Cruz's office says in part, quote, "We have contacted the Department of State about the case and will continue to gather details and engage until Miss Allen is returned home to her family." And we will keep you updated on this case about a Houston woman who's being detained in Dubai. Reporting live, I'm Dominique Keith, Fox 26 News.
Now rewind, Nemo. Now, of course, as she was locked up and really fighting for her life, there were some receipts dropped on Tierra Allen. It appears that she had recently been fired from her job. Now, that video was taken down off of YouTube, and she accused her job of sexual harassment. Now, I did see video evidence of her proving that the man was sexually harassing her, so she was not lying about that incident. But nevertheless, she was looking to start a new life in Dubai. Now, being a trucker in the United States, for whatever reason, she felt that she would go to Dubai and honestly start over and become one of the first female truckers in Dubai, but primarily also because of the lifestyle and the affluence that you get in Dubai from some of the nationals that are there and foreign nationals that are coming into the country. In other words, there's rich people there and there's a lot of money being there, and she probably likes the nightlife there, and there's a lot of African Americans visiting Dubai, so it just makes sense. However, this young lady was not ready for Dubai's laws. and probably didn't realize that those laws applied to her. That tends to be the case with a lot of Americans as we travel to other countries. We seldomly remember that other countries have other rules, and what is okay in New York City or in Houston isn't okay anywhere else. But she finally got enough money to pay the $1,360 fee to come back to the United States. And of course, I want to play this clip of her being released.
More breaking news just into our newsroom. The Houston TikTok influencer who was stuck in Dubai is now free and on her way home. Her flight departed about 40 minutes ago. We've learned that she paid about $1,300 US to the police so that she could leave. We told you last month Tierra Allen had been stuck in Dubai since May after she got into a dispute with a car rental agency. Allen is now banned from returning to Dubai. But there you go. That is the update. She is now free and on her way back.
Now, let me just say this. I am very happy that she is released. I know that a lot of guys feel like, hey, listen, you know, that's what she gets. She should learn what she does. Modern women, you know, and I get all of that, right? Because a lot of sisters could, you know, definitely be out of line and things like that. But I want brothers to think about something and be honest about it. What if this was your daughter? If this was your child? No matter how much of a buffoon you thought that person was, you would want your child or your cousin or your sister to come back home, right? Of course we would. We all have people in our family that do ridiculous and stupid things. And again, if they get free and they don't go to jail, even though we know they did it, we are happy that they are home. We're just going to be honest about it, right? But here's what we need to understand with this whole ordeal. And she's permanently banned from Dubai. She can never go back. But one thing that I hope she realizes is that her particular attitude needs to be checked. Now, why am I saying this? In America, where we're all from for the most part, respect is everything, right? But it's respect is really everything in the Middle East. And I've learned that since I've been living overseas. In this part of the world, respect is everything, and disrespect can really get you killed, like quickly or hurt really badly, very fast, just like in America. So the thing that we need to understand is, as people and as individuals, these situations don't benefit us. It's not fair. I've seen this multiple times. I lived in Poland. Listen, guys, I live in Uganda. Almost every situation that you can get into as a foreigner is unfair. People are trying to overcharge you because you're a foreigner, or you might get somebody trying to lie to you because you're a foreigner. And even though you are right, you can't react in a way with anger, because the person isn't going to look at it as if you are right and they're wrong. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for an example, your mom's at the grocery store, okay? And your mom did something at the checkout line, and I'm there, and maybe I told your mom, like, yo, excuse me, ma'am, you know, I think you dropped this. And then your mom just started blowing off on me like, hey, your music, F you, jigger. Who do you think you talking to, fool? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what, man, I'll slap you. All right, let's just say if your mom did that. I know your mom wouldn't do that, but let's say she did that, right? If I somehow get back into your mom's face, even though your mom was wrong, and if you guys even knew that was the case, you're probably gonna come over there and try to check me. You're not gonna come on there and check your mom. All you're gonna look at is, this dude is saying what to my mom? I need to go ahead and ask him myself. Right? You're not gonna think about that, right? You're not gonna think about the fact that your mom is wrong, or your daughter is wrong, or your wife is wrong. You might talk to them about that later, but you're still gonna expect me as a man to not go there with an older woman, or not go there with the woman. You're gonna expect me to show some level of decorum and calm myself down and back myself down, even though the mother is acting out of hand. Is that right? Now, in the same scenario, think if you are a foreigner, you're a guy in Dubai, right? You're a guy in Uganda, you're a guy in Nigeria, you're a guy in the Philippines, Singapore, wherever you may be, and somebody is wrong. They start yelling at you, even though you're wrong. You're probably gonna overlook the fact that you're wrong, and that person is responding to you in a way that is outside of your culture. So you're gonna respond with a way to punish that person, even though you're probably at fault. And we need to understand that in life, even if we have these battles and folks are doing the wrong thing, we got to understand that we got to pick our battles. In the United States, yeah, you can deal with people a little bit more directly and they can get it straight. But just like the other day, story time music. I ordered some Uber Eats. I did a cash order, right? Ordered some KFC. The bill was like $25, right? I get a guy the money, the guy that leaves the food. I get a bill. I was trying to take an Uber to the mall. Uber says, you need to pay this bill of $25 that you didn't pay last night. Now, of course, I'm looking for the guy's number. I'm looking for the guy's information, not finding it, trying to contact Uber, and they won't let me do anything until I pay the $25. What do I have to do? I pay the $25, right? Because trying to go up there, clown them, yell at them or whatever, if I do that, they're gonna think I'm in the wrong. Now it just shows me I need to go ahead and use my PayPal or my credit card whenever I'm ordering Uber Eats again in this country. That's all it is, right? And it's unfair, it sucks, it's worth me trying to get upset about, and maybe in another country you can get a refund, but not over here. It's just the case, right? It's not worth me acting a fool and, getting a lot of my time taken away because of the situation. We gotta sometimes pick our battles, especially when you're overseas. When you're overseas, all you're doing, literally, anybody who's been to Dominican Republic, you lived in Brazil, everything you're doing is picking your battles, okay? You can be right, it doesn't matter. I've even heard situations where brothers have been in a car accident in the Dominican Republic, where the Dominican caused the car accident, and a slew of Dominicans would have seen who was wrong, and they all come and jump on the foreigner. Gotta pick your battles. It's how it is when you're overseas. So I just hope the young lady learns that. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.